Level 95, Mamook speaks. Before she hears the people, Wuklamot would like to ensure she is prepared. Alright, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. Mamulja and Jibral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest, but due to infighting, Mamulja forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Hubigo and Bunawak clans intermarried, and that's how Blessed Siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on Blessed Siblings. Blessed Siblings promise us more than strength, they promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Tuliyola, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. Blessed Siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest and lead us to the fertile lands above, where we might make a place for Mamulja to abide in peace and plenty. So you desire fertile land, one that's all your own. This land was once rich with ore, but the Yakyoi did not stop digging until all the veins were spent. Meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to our traders, we have little to offer. Nothing would make me happier than to make a good life for my family in the place where I was born, but that's impossible. So with resources as sparse as they are, you don't have good prospects for trade. As you have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy, so it feels like it's always night. We plow, we fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is Najul, Jatilka, Banana, and Turali. Try living on that and little else for a few centuries and see how you like it. A forest where nothing grows, it's not hard to imagine why you'd want to leave. Those who have known only open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force, and for that, we need the might of Blessed Siblings. There have to be other ways to thrive, ways that don't require fighting. Well, I think I'm starting to understand. Everyone had their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself. Dark and fertile, cursed. Hearing that, it's little wonder that people here wish they had better land, and who better to get it for them than Blessed Siblings? It's hard to convince people to stay in a place that can't provide what they need. You'd think the meteorites at least would have value, but apparently not. Hold on, didn't Aaronville mention something about the meteorites, that the ether they emit makes the plants glow blue? Rather significant physiological effect, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways they influence local flora. I noticed a curious amalgam of tree and meteorite just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you for sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate it further, so please bear with us. We'll be right back. Corpicor. Really is incredible how a tree could support such an enormous boulder. Meteorites' etheric emissions are palpable, even from this distance. Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing the theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with an etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest. If so, the gargantuan trees that create the dense canopy would by necessity possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned nodule tree. Indeed, I should like to analyze samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that will aid in this endeavor, but perhaps you and Cryo could lend your expertise as well. I'd like to join you. The etheric signature of those meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species may fare well here. Ah, I think I see what you're getting at. If we can prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are their only solution. How can I help? Want me to climb the tree and break off a piece of the meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. It should be enough for our purposes if we gather about 5 pieces each. Even better if those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them. Pick up some rocks. Okay. We have to go down. Oh. What they show you? Look. More sprint. There's supposed to be another one in here. Can still be red other. Right. You find your fragments? Much obliged. Alphanal Kryl and I will combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. Determining the wavelength may take a little while, but I am hopeful that our efforts will bear fruit. Tell my sister to await our arrival at Mashutural Juge, so go and meet her there, and we will return with our results as soon as possible. We've done all we can. The rest we must leave to Koana and the others. I don't know the first thing about those Charlian devices of his, but if they can be of help to Mamook, I'm glad he has them. There's hope for this forest yet. Zilly, I can feel it. Level 95. Mamook speaks. Complete. Level 95. The Feet of the Brotherhood. Uklamat is determined to find a solution for Mamook. Sure as the real Jah would have choice words for us if he knew what we were up to. But his people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawn Servant one day, I have to bring an end to the tragedy here. Many are depending on me, Bakul Jaja not least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Koana and the others will be back with their reports. Good, everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought it only right to call the others. Thanks to the efforts of all, I'm pleased to say our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. I dare say the prognosis is hopeful. Earlier we asked about the hopes you place in blessed siblings, why they are important to you. Your overwhelming response was a frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops, in all respects you have ever struggled to build a prosperous home, thus your understandable desire for new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our tests have proven without a doubt that the Jatilka heartland is abundantly fertile. It may be surprising to hear, as you have seen crops fail time and time again, but we have discovered the root of this problem as well. Meteorites scattered throughout your forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the Najul and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Across the salt in a place called Charlian, there is a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via Link Pearl. Should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Eorzea acquired the Popoto and Tomato from Taral, so too might Mamook benefit from foreign crops. You mean, we'd be able to grow more than Najul here? Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have an adverse effect on the ecosystem, your agricultural options should increase markedly. With the right crops, Mamook will have all it needs to prosper, both at home and in trade. Blessed siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. Then there was never any need to fight, never any need to sacrifice? We can't change the past, but we can try to make the future better. Let the old teachings end with us. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can't be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. Show us, promise. If there's another way for our children in our home, we'll no longer suffer in silence. Sometimes we have to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words? Anything is possible when you work together. Our victory over Veligormonda is proof of that. Faithful allies at your side, you can save even the entire star. Friends both old and new, you can find the light to banish the darkness. Sky Ruin? The great Gulu Jaja himself struggled to even seal it. Said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left is to defeat my father's shade and the feet of the Brotherhood and clear the way for Mamuk's bright new future. Do not give us cause to question our faith in you. Please, live up to your words. I will. After we complete his feat, let's be sure to tell Zariel Jah the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's eager as anyone to eat what tasty foods they'll grow here. Passion even for the likes of him. You continue to eclipse me in every way. And it is a simple choice. Counting on you, Wuklamat. Wuklamat's gone ahead to announce her readiness. I never imagined the samples we so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find new purpose here. But if they help these people improve their prospects, all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades where Zariel Jah made his own attempt. Final feat awaits. Into town, why are we going out of town? But it's in town, I just can't get there from... Okay. That was outside. Oh. Flora of Moju Gorillu. With duty. Someone has gone to fetch Zariel Jah. He should be here soon. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Duty calls. Commence battle for the feet of the Brotherhood. Level sync is in effect. If you are above the maximum allowed level, will be synced as follows. Level 95, item level 666. C.
Zariel Jah, I'm ready for the final feat.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamuk and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade, and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamuk.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you're weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, We gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Valley Yarmanda.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her.
Please.
Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt. I see. In that case...
Gonna withdraw.
It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust. What are you scheming? Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps. Not our brother. Not Bakul Jaja. And not me. You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne.
Hey.
This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might. Gulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Everyone ready? No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders, and the only way forward is through you.
Right.
Bear witness to our resolve. And the reason which guides our journey.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
These
Didn't even see
blades
those at
thundered
first.
Valigarmanda scales.
Oh. I'd see that
Blades
coming.
of fire rain.
Oop. A little laggy, not as bad as it was earlier.
Take that!
What a chore. Ever hungry for battle. Go forth.
Oh, barbarian bastard!
How is this?
Some manner of paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted!
We must free them! Target the constricting flames!
None can
And
outrun my
targeting the
flames.
flames. That's what you want from me.
For Lamachi! Not enough. But together, we shall triumph.
You're not alone.
Hey.
We'll get through this.
I have your back. I shall assist thee.
I know not who you are, but I applaud your tenacity.
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
Okay.
Resolve the recent Kindle. By crimson wrath be sundered.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand after this?
I will be the next Dawn servant. I will protect my people. Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished yet.
We will see Lama Chi become Dawn servant. For Tuliyolang!
We complete. Yay.
That's my old man for you.
I refuse to accept this.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Arugadin? It couldn't be...
Is that the pirate guy?
Tanqua! It's been too long.
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
Tanqua?
My Turali moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
That birth name being Ketenram, I presume?
No! Ketenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
Cabbage.
We can talk about me cabbage later. Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuklamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
We're not minions, we're Wuklamat's friends and comrades. You're the autarch of Mermut. Show some dignity.
I don't have dignity. Not anymore. I wagered everything on this feat. And by the same token, I understand the enormity of your accomplishment.
Together, we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives. Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time. You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Kona. Thank you.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Nonsense. If you believe Wuk-Lamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them. Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Aye. And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking. But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
You've still malms to go yet, Wuk-Lamat. The rite ain't over till you find the City of Gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
Let's go and tell the people of our victory. Third promise. Brought everyone? We were just coming to you. We did it, Milioja. We proved to the old talk that not even my father's full power could overcome the strength of our fellowship. I knew you would. I was right to trust you. Build your promise. Now it's our turn. Shown us another way that we can build the lives we've always wanted here in our homeland without sacrifice. So new crops will come from across the salt. I suppose we will have to treat with outsiders, as equals, of course. Inside or outside, we're all just people, no matter what we look like or where we're born. When you're not used to all the color and variety, differences can feel like obstacles. But by learning more about what makes us different, we can also find common ground in places we never expected. Something new may become something you love. Someone you once hated might one day become your friend. Never know unless you keep an open mind, and while it may feel scary, taking that first step towards understanding is always worth it. Of course, learning about outsiders may well help Mamu grow. What happens when they learn about us, about what we've done? They will not. For generations, our covenant has been kept secret, and so it shall remain. The atrocities committed here were facilitated by the autarchs. We and no one else are responsible. For my deeds, I am prepared to forfeit my life, but I will not suffer others to be damned alongside me. No one's being damned, and your life isn't forfeit. Last thing the city needs is more death. Bakul Jaja hasn't fought this hard for this long only to lose his father. If you truly feel responsible, be the first person to extend understanding to others on behalf of Mamuk. Community is waiting for you, here and in Tuliolol. You can still make things right, my love. Choose a different side of history. Thank you, Third Promise. Thank you for everything. Still owe me an explanation about that cabbage, you know. Level 95, the Feet of the Brotherhood, complete. People of Amuk have accepted you. Merchants and menders are now available for use. Level 95, Road to the Golden City. Kettenram, living legend and Eorzean explorer extraordinaire would like to chat. This ain't no place for proper chat. Your cabin's just north of the city. Blue Eyes Abode, as people here call it on account of me dazzling twinklers. Why did you choose to settle down in Mamuk? They haven't exactly been welcoming to outsiders, legendary explorer or otherwise. All the more reason to keep a weather eye on them. So seeing how you've won them over, methinks I'll have less need for vigilance. I'm here at Galul Jaja's behest to ensure his hard-won peace is kept, and incidentally to remind the real Jah of his duty as elector should he have forgotten it. My old man ordered you to stay here? That's no way to treat an honored guest. Yeah, I'd say I'm more than your father's guest by now, or didn't you see the sepulchre atop Worker Zormor? That's right, Kettenram was one of the names. Your father and I fought shoulder to shoulder in many a battle, Valorgamanda being but one of our triumphs. He and I are brothers. So when your brother tells you to stand watch, you stand watch. You trust in his judgment and his strength of will, even if that means you have to sit out the occasional scrap. Surely you understand such a bond, surrounded as you are by all these bright and eager faces. I do. My comrades are my strength, and it's thanks to them that I understand Papa's hope for this nation, what I must continue to protect. Prove your readiness for the throne, Wuklamat. Find the Golden City. I will. With these ones beside me, even uncovering a legend should be child's play. Especially since I believe I already have. How about yourself? How? When? Well, as you know, electors are forbidden from giving unfair advantage to claimants. So when Yumuruk refused to divulge why my grandfather passed through Ikbraj 20 years ago, his silence spoke volumes. You think Aluf's visit had something to do with the Golden City? Precisely. Moreover, only the Yokyoi who lived in Yaktel ever dreamt those golden dreams. When exposed to certain triggers, those with magical aptitude have been known to receive visions. And if Gerfurler's abilities are at all representative, the Yokyoi are no stranger to the arcane. It means the dreamers of Eld likely owe their experiences to their inherent qualities and their proximity to the city itself, here in these forests. And all we need to do is search Yaktel from top to bottom, right? It would behoove us to try and narrow our focus. To that end, I propose we return to Mamuk and make inquiries. While there, we can all take the opportunity to see any necessary travel preparations. When everyone is ready, let us assemble at the Aetherite. To find out more about the cabbage. You're a Kakwee's boy, ain't you? I don't know. She told me about you. She said she tasked you with finding the Golden City. I might even succeed despite my best efforts. I had begun to think it was a fool's errand. My own fruitless search in my youth proved as much. Yet here you are, older and wiser, playing the fool again. Courtesy of the company I've been keeping, perhaps. Wuklamat's not the only one to have grown thanks to her comrades. Well, we'll find it together. Yay. Yeah, was I ever that young? You waited for me? It seems Kettenram knows my mentor, so we chatted for a bit longer. Alphinaud said to meet by the Aetherite, so I'll see you there. Drifting again. Merchants were more than happy to mend my gear and sell me supplies. One would hardly believe that they were ever averse to aiding visitors. Here, you won't believe how many Najul they gave me. All we need is a hint to point us in the right direction. City of Gold, here we come. I think I can offer that much. I have an inkling of where the Golden City might be. The little Jaw and the real Jaw, you've come to help us? I am an elector. I am forbidden from speaking of the Golden City, but my wife is beholden to no such constraints. And anything you can tell us would be greatly appreciated. People have lived here for centuries. There is no corner of this forest we do not intimately know, save for one. You recall the place I showed you where my son confessed the truth of blessed siblings. That stone pier stands at the entrance of the Sky Deep Chinote, the final resting place for children we lost to our zealotry. Precious few are permitted beyond the cenotaph doors, and we have not explored its deepest recesses. If the Golden City is in Yoctel, it may well be hidden there. Will you permit us to search for it? I have no reason to refuse you. No longer will we rely on blessed siblings, nor will we conceal the sacrifices made to conceive them. Note is no longer under our protection. It is a dismal burial ground, and our children deserve better. Their bodies will be moved to a place of comfort and peace. Sure, Bakul Jaja would appreciate that, and we're here to offer any help if you need it. Your father also visited the cenote, come to think of it. Many years ago by now, but a notable affair due to the foreigner he brought with him, a mage, I believe. Truly. Dawn Servant did not disclose his reasons, but he descended past our cenotaph and into the old Yakyoi quarries. Doubtless the very same ones excavated by Porpalor's dreamers. The Golden City must be there. In the depths of the Sky Deep Cenote. Thank you, both of you. We'll set out straight away. Find a winged beast or two lingering in Gok direct descent. They will carry you below. I believe in you, Third Promise. You will make a magnificent Dawn Servant. This is it, everyone, to the Sky Deep Cenote. Wait up. No. If there's any faster way to get there. Peacefully stroll through the forest. I hope if I jump down here, then I'll get back up. Real concerns that I'd have to go the long way around. Here. Morpho. Off track descent. Opposing beast. The beast of the sky deep cenote. This is the cenotaph, which means that beyond these doors is right of succession or no, disturbing the souls that rest here feels wrong. I know, but I can't turn back. Let's pay our respects at the very least. Let's go. I'm ready to complete my journey. Sky Deep Cenote, now accessible. A new regular duty has been added to Duty Finder and Duty Support.